Welcome once more, great people of Biafra, lovers of freedom. It is pertinent for us to have a look at what exactly is happening in the Biafra government. What exactly is happening in the Biafra government? From everything I see, it is just misunderstanding. Because if you want to go by this narrative that this person is a saboteur, then we will be missing the whole thing. Agbarawa Sonny is somebody that stood with Mazi Simon Ekpa for a long time. Through thick and thin. He stood by Simon Ekpa. The chief of staff, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, was instrumental in the development of the Biafra Constitution. Her and her team were very instrumental in the development of the Biafra Constitution that the Prime Minister was very happy about. Minister Success was like a right-hand man of Mazi Simon Ekpa. He was, I think, responsible for the men on ground in Biafra land. Same with Agbarawa Sonny was, the Minister of Information, and was, before you can get to the PM, you have to go through Sonny 247, what's his name again? Pastor Vam. You have to go through them to get to the Prime Minister. These are people who stood by the Prime Minister. Many of you, if you listen carefully and follow Mazi Simon Ekpa carefully, you would know that Commander Holy Ghost, that some of you are insulting yesterday, is one of the top commanders that, if you look at him and you will see how mature he is. He was working closely with the Prime Minister. What went wrong? How is it that suddenly the Chief of Staff is suspending almost everybody? You have suspended Minister Success, who is directly in charge of the men on ground. You have suspended Agbarawa Sonny, who is the Minister of Information. You have suspended Vam. You have suspended many people who are working as the head in various states in the US. You continue to suspend. So are all these people saboteurs? I don't think so. Then for the area of Agbarawa Sonny and all these people, is the Chief of Staff a saboteur? I don't think so. This is a minor misunderstanding that they should come together, sheath their sword, look at how to, pedal down on some things and let the government work. The Prime Minister will not be in for so long. The Prime Minister will not be incommunicado for so long. He is in the hands of a government that, to an extent is reputable. And we believe that the right thing will be done at the right time. It's not going to be like the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, where he's going to stay for many years and nobody wants to care. And I want to let you all know, to inform you and to open your eyes to realities of things. When Simon Ekpa was around and was pushing the government and was dealing with them, all these governors, they were instrumental in saying, release Nnamdi Kanu for peace to reign. Now, today, yesterday, the governor of Anambra State, Professor Soludo, came out to say that the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would not bring peace to the South. Have you seen, because they have seen that they think Simon Ekpa is now, in a place of incommunicado, they can now do and undo. They can now revert back to their normal way of reasoning and doing things. Have you seen that the people who are doing you these things are the Igbo governors? Have you seen? And have you seen that they are afraid of the activities of the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa? And that was why they were, doing their camouflage, saying Nnamdi Kanu will be released, he will be released, he will be released. That is why we tell you, when you fight the people who are strong-headed, who are fighting for you, who are aggressive, if you try to bring them down, when the time comes for people who are aggressive and you don't find anybody who will be aggressive for you, you will lose that battle. Bodige na oguno apụtasị na ama ịchọwazi dike ịmanfụ dike ndị ama ewere gị mee ife achọrọ ime ewere gị mee caricature. Today Soludo is saying the release of Nnamdi Kanu will not bring peace to the Southeast. Indirectly he is saying keep Nnamdi Kanu in prison. Have you seen it? They have started talking back. Those of you who were instrumental in writing letters, instrumental in pushing Bianco Ojukwu, the DOS, all of you who are instrumental in saying shut Simon Ekpa down. What have you done for the release of Nnamdi Kanu? What are you saying about what Soludo just said? Many other governors will follow suit. Many other top politicians in the Igbo land, they will not even come online to tell you this. They will say it on the ground and do it on the ground. Evil people. That is why I say the government come together. If there are evil people, they are not much. I am telling you. If there are evil people, they are not much. Now, the chief of staff came out to say that Mazi Simon Ekpa gave her direct order to be in charge of the men or in charge of the government. Sonia Barawa came out to say it was not in charge of the government, that it was in charge of that particular program, which is the convention. That they were now saying let the ministers or the cabinet members take certain roles to play, and they said okay, let nobody do anything, let us ask the PM. They now went through the attorney of the PM, where the attorney of the PM said let chief of staff take charge of that particular program. And now you cannot, because we know that the PM has said okay, immediately after the declaration things will be put in place and the cabinet, the Biafra Republic government in exile will be dissolved and the transitional government will start. You can't just push all these things like that, just rush into it and begin to change it. No. You cannot leave people who have fought, who stood by the PM, fought, throughout the time of fighting, and now you just come, you want to push them aside. It is not done like that. Even you, as a person, you would not be happy with it. You would not be happy with it. Let's take, for instance, these men of the Biafra Liberation Army that are currently fighting, putting their lives on the line to ensure that they defend Biafra territory, and all of a sudden, when the Biafra is now achieved, you now tell them to step aside. And there are more educated people. Why did the educated people not come out to fight that particular battle? See, my people used to say passing sense is not passing sense. That a person cannot speak English does not make that person an illiterate. That a person cannot compose a statement, an English statement, that a person cannot properly compose it and present it to the international world or to the world at large and being seen as someone who is literate enough does not mean that person is unintelligent. Intelligence has to do with thinking, has to do with proffering of solution. The French people do not come and speak English, they speak French. And if you are so interested in English, there should be a translator that will translate it for you. The Finnish people, they speak their Finnish language. If you are interested in English, let people translate it to English for you. Are you going to say these people are unintelligent because they cannot speak English? Why are we? Because if you see somebody speaking, you say because he cannot speak English, he is an illiterate. I don't know how our people reason sometimes. How is it that these white people have so brainwashed you that you cannot understand when somebody is making common sense? you want to categorize everybody as being an illiterate because a person cannot, compose a well, thought out English or a thought out statement. It is not acceptable. It is not done that way. It is not done that way. Let the people who have stood by the PM all this while, fought and defended everything, I give them something. Let them. May one name Kimeribia. You can't just push them aside at this time and you expect them to be quiet. No. Things are not done that way. Okay, look at the complaint of Aparawasoni and some other people. Just listen to it. Now, Aparawasoni responding to the message of the Chief of Staff when she said the PM gave her that express order for her to act on his behalf. He said it was to act on the convention. That was what the PM directed her on, and not for her to scrap the government. But now he went further. There was something he wrote here that pinched me a bit, and I'm eager to share with us all. He said, where did the PM ask you to scrap the government, enter the Biafra army, ask for accountability, suspend Minister Success if he refuses you access to Biafra army, or try to change anything in the website which PM set up and instructed no one should make changes in his absence. Have you seen the points he's laying out? That PM did not ask her to scrap the government, did not ask her to probe into the activities of the army and try to get to know everything about those the Biafra Liberation Army on ground. And that is why Minister Success was suspended. Those of you who are following know that Success was suspended during that convention time. There was something going on that nobody knows. And now these things are coming up in this way. People should calm down and let everybody shed their swords and work together for the good of our nation. We should stop all these attacks. It's not making sense. Okay, the Chief of Staff came out recently to say the official handle of the Biafra Liberation Army that the PM posted, she said it was null and void, that it is not, they don't recognize it. The official handle of Commander Russell, he said that they don't recognize it. It's not, the government, nobody should listen to them. You're just attacking everybody, left, right, and center. It does not make sense. Go to a wall and you see the kind of suspension, change. Overnight, you are changing all these things. It does not make sense. It is going to cause a whole lot of problem. Why don't pedal down? Try to see how to manage things. Try to see how things can work better. Then, if it is for accountability, if possible, let there be some sort of accountability. Give her the current situation of the account, what is available and what is not available. Then, if it is for what money has been used to do prior to when the PM went in, you could just soften down on that, spending when the PM comes out, because the PM is aware of every transaction or things that goes on. People, certain things are kept the way they are because you can't blame the men on ground because, one, they have passed through difficulties before and they are doing everything within their power to protect themselves and have just one chain of command. Only the PM can give them direct order. Only the PM can give them direct order. What you should do as someone who is representing him now is, what is available? Okay, come, let us give this to the men on ground, give this and let us know what their challenges are. What are they facing? What is the problem? What can we get for them to make it better? You do it for them and then you give them instruction. Please, we want you to continue to challenge these people, to continue to make our land secure, to continue to flush out these people. We want to see actions. And if you don't see action, you begin to query them to say, what are you using the money we are giving you for? But you just came in and you want to ask, you want to do this. It's not like that. Sometimes let us, this person is wrong here, this person is wrong here. Let us, Try to come together, reason fine, and then organize things. I'm not happy the way the cabinet or the government is going. Come together. Come together. Biafra must unite. Come together. Forget about the zoo and whatever rubbish they are doing. Come together and defend the land of Biafra. That is my plea to everyone, both Sonny and all these people, the chief of staff and all other people. This sacking, it will not help you. Will not help you. Calm down. Calm down. All these people you are sacking, they are not saboteurs. All of them are not saboteurs. You cannot tell me that all these people are all in the blink of an eye, they are all saboteurs. No, now. Calm down. Calm down. Udo di rono.